Hi, it's Dr. Heather Kovac from the Drake Center, and today I'm going to answer your frequently asked questions about cat heartworm disease.
Dr. Kovac, how is heartworm prevented in cats?
So there are either chewable, oral heartworm preventatives or topical. So it kind of just depends on what works for you and your family or the cat. You know, some cats don't want to take a pill and they're not going to do that, where the topical would be easier, but there are both options.
When should I start heartworm prevention for my cat?
So this is a great question because it really depends where you live in the country. This isn't a common disease in California, but it's way more common in the Midwest, along the Mississippi River, Gulf Coast, East Coast. So that really depends on where you live and also the lifestyle of the cat. So if the cat lives outdoors, they should be on prevention year-round, especially if you live in those areas. So, but it started as a kitten, as young as 8 weeks.
How effective is heartworm prevention for cats?
It's actually completely preventable if you're diligent about giving it at the recommended time. So if you give the oral once a month and you never falter from that, your cat will not get heartworm disease. It's 100% preventable.
That goes into my next question. Does my cat still need a heartworm test if they are on prevention?
So no, we typically don't test cats for sure as a kitten. We just start the prevention. And the only reason that I would recommend a test is if they're having symptoms. So if they're having breathing problems or GI upset, then we might want to test for that. But it's not something that we would routinely test every year, at least in our area in California.
Can prevention be used to clear a heartworm infection?
No, so it's different. So prevention is what it is. You're preventing the disease. It's not going to treat if they have a heartworm. And like I said in the other video, there is no treatment for cats with heartworms. There are treatments for the side effects that they cause, but there's no treatment to kill the actual worm.
Are there any holistic or over-the-counter cat heartworm prevention?
No, nothing works. If you could put your cat in a bubble and they would never get bit by a mosquito, that would be awesome, but obviously that's not possible.
Can I do anything in my cat's environment to reduce the risk of heartworm?
Well, being indoors is going to greatly reduce the risk because you're going to have fewer mosquitoes in your environment if you're indoors, but that doesn't mean a mosquito can't come in your house now and then. I mean, I kill them from time to time in my house, so, but keeping them indoors does lower the risk of heartworm disease in cats.
All right, last question. What should I do if I miss a dose of my cat's heartworm prevention?
You would just go ahead and give the next dose. Alert your veterinarian that you missed a dose. And if you live in a really high incident area of heartworm disease, they might recommend a test at that point. But you would just go ahead and keep giving the dose. In fact, even if a cat has heartworm disease, we still do keep them on the preventative because we're preventing more from coming and more worms from developing. So it's not wrong to just go ahead and give the next dose, but talk to your vet about that. Okay, that's all the time we have for today. Let us know if you have any questions. Thank you.